Vitaly just lost everything. Now Vitaly.
So years ago on YouTube, back when the pranking genre was the hottest trend around, you had a YouTuber named Vitaly who found himself at the top of the mountain.
Should I sit back with you?
No.
My wife was pregnant and she fell down the stairs. I mean, I kind of pushed her, to be honest.
And this is my friend Yusuf. He's gonna check it out. And if you see this, my channel is Koolazyy TV.
He's crazy, man. Getting hundreds of millions of views, starring in his own movie, and raking in millions of dollars. Now after
it look like, I ain't gonna bad.
Millions of views, starring in his own movie.
Honestly, he like a prankster legend, but it look like there's really no thought behind this nigga's face. Like there's nothing going on in his brain. Like I could just like look at him. You could just tell there's nothing going on in that brain of his, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, and if there is something, it's like it's definitely some like retarded shit though. But to each their own though. You feel me? Niggas can say the same to me.
Millions of dollars. Now after a while, the genre would cannibalize itself.
All these other YouTube pranksters that you see, they're all fake. And let me tell you a little bit about these. Number one, FouseyTube, you're the biggest bitch on YouTube. You're a crybaby. You had guts to say that 99% pranks are fake. Yeah, because 1% real is me.
The internet would move on, and
he don't even sound mad. You think on steroids?
Vitaly would ruin his public image in a variety of ways, with the most damning being a criminal offense where he attacked this random woman who was out jogging in public, striking her in the head multiple times and leaving her with injuries so severe that I cannot show her image in this video.
Attacked this girl for no reason. No one's gonna forgive me about this.
Random jogger female. He came to her, tried to give her a hug. She refused, and then he started punching.
Now after that, Vitaly would disappear for a couple of years from the internet, but he would later return as an IRL streamer. At first doing his usual thing, harassing people out in public.
Can I see you? Can I see you? Get the out of here.
But over time, he would turn into one of many vigilante catchers, although he did this in a very unprofessional way, often beating or humiliating these people for online brownie points, which would of course result in botched operation after botched operation, to where these nasty guys could walk away without facing any sort of legal justice, leading many people to question Vitaly's true motives. Like even the police themselves criticized the stupid ways that he was moving, all for the sake of his own content. Now regardless of this criticism, many people still felt that what he was doing was a net positive for society, and so he began to regain public favor online for around the last year. But now Vitaly has gotten himself into a Johnny Somali type of situation, going overseas to the Philippines, and potentially ruining what was left of his career and his reputation. So essentially, Vitaly was going out in public harassing random unassuming people. This was one of the clips that really went viral.
I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I wanna give you money. No? Okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal Go get your vaccine. I'm trying to give you money, but alright.
And you guys will see this kind of becomes a running theme throughout the video. Vitaly thinks that just because maybe he gives out some money or does some good deeds.
I already know what liberal means. Oh, 16 minutes? Oh, stop pausing, nigga.
I'm done. In turn, he can just act however he wants. He can threaten people out in public. He can mess with random police officers. He can steal things from malls. He can drive recklessly through the streets. When obviously, just because you do some good deeds, it doesn't mean you can just be a total asshat for the rest of your life. Here, I just wanted to show you guys more clips of him harassing people out in public, including several police officers.
Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Is that okay or no? Okay.
Huliin mo, kuya. Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan.
He's not chasing me, boss. I want you to chase me.
Disappointment no one gives into his childish antics.
So as you guys can see, the authorities over in the Philippines seem to be a lot more reserved than what we have here in America.
Look at that ass. I'm gay. Autistic. I'm autistic.
So yeah, basically this guy is just pushing 40 years old, making a complete ass of himself out in public.
Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you. I'm the new general in town, motherfuckers.
Another running theme here seems to be that he thinks that he can treat the authorities over in the Philippines with the utmost disrespect.
Dispatch, I'm a homosexual.
And to me, it's just like, at what point does your brain mature past the age of like 12 years old? Like, how long is he gonna do this same bit that he's been doing for well over a decade and still get his jollies out of it?
I told you, Vitaly's back. IRL king.
And here in this next clip is when one of the alleged crimes occurs as Vitaly appears.
He just did all that shit and said, I'm back, the IRL king. This nigga is not real, bro.
Here's to steal this LED mask right from the mall.
Shangri? Shangri. They won't recognize me.
They're gonna call more security with that one.
It's fine. I look like a different person now.
They're gonna call security because you got that.
And it's almost like he's getting a kick out of the fact that he's breaking more and more laws. He's also being a complete idiot by following in Johnny Somali's footsteps and live streaming the entire thing, literally incriminating himself and giving the authorities there the evidence they need to actually indict him.
No, yes.
Damn, that nigga hit him with the... That nigga bullying. Nah, yeah. Yeah, you know when a motherfucker overcooling down some... Boy, they know the law finna fuck you up. He knows you're not Filipino too. Yeah, bro, you don't fuck yourself up, gang.
And I just truly have to wonder who sits at home for hours on end and actually enjoys
this nigga
digesting
actually
this
stupid.
type
It's
of
a little
content.
funny. I ain't gonna
Like,
lie.
can you imagine in your formative years being raised by this type of idiot?
Things are gonna end bad. I'm gonna get arrested. Oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested.
And honestly, for Vitaly, that would not age well at all.
Hello.
Oh my
That's
God.
my only fan left in the chat.
Steals fan from
I buy
storefront.
this from the store.
Shangri-La po ito. Saan po yung Shangri-La?
Dadali ba sa araw mo dyan?
Here, film yourself. Let me see.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken
Oh, you
today.
filmed
As it
yourself
turns
too,
out,
bro.
his
You
buddy
cooked.
there was absolutely correct. Here's just a bonus clip of him driving recklessly through the streets of the Philippines. So the idiot is kind of just running around, racking up charge after charge. Obviously, the people of the Philippines were not happy after all this started going viral. They even
Is this my water? Yeah, it has to be.
started this petition. Never seen such arrogance. Russian YouTuber Vitaly came to Wii Sports, disrespected our local staff, refused a safety helmet, then ran away, and told his live stream followers
knew he was
to
Russian.
destroy our
Strong ass
business
fucking
with fake
face.
reviews to 1 star.
No, I'm gonna make a lesson out of him because I was nice to him. He lost.
No.
That's his. Are you sure that's his? Yeah. I don't want to destroy someone's business. That's his. Wii Sports. Go leave a Yelp review. 1 star.
They say they have video proof of everything, but that they are unfortunately getting review bombed, saying that it's not only pathetic, but illegal, disgusting, and this person should really get taught a lesson, which obviously I completely agree with. And so on the actual petition, it's been signed by around 3,100 people, and this is all in an effort
Ban Vitaly Zedorov. Ban Vitaly Zdorovitsky from all social media for cyberbullying in the Philippines. 3,000 in the Philippines.
to ban Vitaly from pretty much all social media. They say Vitaly verbally assaulted a Filipino instructor with vulgar, sexually degrading remarks.
So knees position is always in this area.
Yeah, oh, you want me on my knees, huh? Like this?
Knees position.
Like that? You want me to like ride you like a reverse cowgirl? Okay.
And then obviously he refused to follow these mandatory safety rules.
We need to learn first the technique of this kind of words.
Wow, okay.
Okay, sir?
Oh, yeah, teach me.
If we're already there, we're gonna be practicing in 5 minutes to understand how to take off the words.
And it's funny because their evidence is literally just his own live stream. So yeah, now they basically are requesting him to be banned on all socials, and they essentially want to ban and blacklist him from re-entering the Philippines, calling him a threat to public dignity and safety. And my guy down here actually had 2 video replies that I absolutely loved.
People like Vitaly need to be banned. What an idiot.
And I gotta say, while that message was short, it was also very wise from our buddy here. And this other American Voyager content creator would actually show up to confront Vitaly about his behavior.
His ass look like that one dude from WWE. I forgot his name. His name like Shane. It's like the Irish dude. It's like really pale, bro. Niggas know who I'm talking about. Niggas should know.
Why are you asking you why even make that content? Genuinely. Because like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Shut the do whatever I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
I swear to God, bro.
A real conversation.
I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro.
That's fair. You don't want to have a conversation with reality. You
want to have a conversation with reality? What have you done in your life that's positive, bro? What have you done? Show me proof.
I'm not a lol cow online fucking with people.
Oh, so you came to press me, yeah?
No, I came to have a genuine conversation.
And your genuine conversation what? I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
And so it's kind of just the same sentiment that people had for Johnny Somali, like, hey dude, you're coming here and acting like a total asshole, and you're gonna end up setting this precedent for all the other live streamers that are trying to actually, like, be good and show the better parts of these different countries and their culture. Now they're gonna start putting us all into this really bad pigeonhole.
And what do? You haven't watched my vlog?
I haven't watched your streams, and you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Let's go. Don't before I knock you.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna knock me out.
Yo, back off.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
And I love how he goes from sarcastically saying, oh, Jesus loves you too, to now like, I'm gonna knock you out, in the span of about 5 seconds.
I don't have security either. I'm literally just as big as you.
Okay, cool.
You don't need to solve shit with violence, bro. Words are...
Who would win in the fight, bro? Bro, why is my mouse loading? I was gonna get hacked. I was gonna say it was nice. But I call this dude a WWE character, so he might knock out, bruh. Who knows? But he sounds too soft spoken. Dude, you're not gonna fuck me up, dude. No, that's what you're not gonna do. But Vitaly's like retarded though. But retarded niggas, sometimes the retarded OC niggas that don't care about shit are low-key like the swole ones, so I don't know.
I'm trying to walk away from you and you're trying to follow me, so you're harassing me.
I'm calling you out for being a piece of shit.
Okay, I am a piece of shit. Congratulations.
Come here and you
okay, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do nothing.
So stop following me.
I'm here speaking for the Filipino people.
Yeah.
When I say you're not gonna come here and the locals for views.
So yeah, big shout out to this guy for going out and standing up to Vitaly for the Filipino people, and really in the name of all the people with sense on the internet. I will definitely be including his channel in the description down below, and this is where we see Vitaly actually face the consequences for his actions. Russian YouTuber Vitaly, who harassed and disrespected Filipinos while filming at Bonifacio Global City, was caught by police officers in front of a hotel along Seaside Boulevard in Pasay City, and as you guys can see, even in his mugshot, this guy shows absolutely no remorse. He has this big old...
He was born in 1992. 8 plus 25. He like 32. Damn, nigga, you 13 years older than me. Oh, what? You 13 years older than me. Wait. No, you're 12 years older than me.
Smirk on his face. And it's pretty clear at this point that Vitaly just sees himself as some sort of untouchable figure. Like, even when they brought him into the actual police station, the guy does not seem to be taking it very seriously.
Vitaly
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening. Okay, here's your Miranda rights. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent.
So they read him his Miranda rights while he continues to smirk and even make kissy faces at the camera. It's obvious that he thinks this entire thing is kind of just a big joke, and he likely thinks that maybe he will just get deported at this point, and that they'll essentially just want to make this someone else's problem. Then they would actually hold a public press conference for Vitaly. In a lot of ways, I think they're trying to more or less make an example out of him. Today, Vitaly was dragged out.
Legal mindset. Now, he think this is a joke? Nah, is he in cuffs? I ain't gonna lie, this dude like he don't play right here. Like, he done sentenced niggas. Press conference of the Department of the Interior and Local. You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. Today, Vitaly was dragged out in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple criminal counts. So absolutely This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Disincentivize. Alright.
In a lot of ways, I think they're trying to more or less make an example out of him. Today, Vitaly was dragged out in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple...
I should have just let him fucking read it.
criminal counts. This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Huge W in fighting these criminals. Other nations take note. Philippines did it right. And this account claims that the charges he was arrested on include unjust vexation, which essentially seems like disturbing the peace here in America. They say he was also arrested for alarm and scandal and attempted theft. And so even in the press conference, it was obvious that Vitaly was still not taking this very seriously. This man here in the front would essentially say that they plan to make an example out of Vitaly, that they plan to hold him there in the immigration detention facility, and that essentially they're not just going to deport him and in a lot of ways like kind of go light on him, and they're going to exercise all their power to make him go through hell, and not just give him a pass with deportation. As you guys can see in this next clip, Vitaly would continue with his antics, as he would give himself a small round of applause when they would play some of the clips of him harassing people out in public. And so obviously the guy has absolutely no respect for the Philippines nor their people. Like even just walking into the courtroom that day, it seemed like he tried to have like this Tate Brothers coded photo shoot where he does the infamous hand sign. And it's just beyond obvious that he's not taking this seriously at all. And to me, it almost seems like he thinks he's some sort of badass for going out in public and acting like a complete asshole, breaking all these different laws and disrespecting all these different people at his big age. Like, if anything, they should honestly put him behind bars for like 30 years, and the offense should be making so many people cringe.
30 years.
Even the tourism secretary over in the Philippines would have some choice words for Vitaly.
The Department of Tourism strongly condemns any abuse by any tourist. Our country is well known for its unparalleled hospitality. We fully support our law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Immigration, in ensuring that the offending tourist is able to be meted out with a concomitant penalty under the law and suffers the consequences of having mistreated Filipinos in the country.
So yeah, she essentially said in this case we're not going to fuck around, and basically we're going to set the precedent that we don't want this happening all the time. I mean, it is really Johnny Somali that kind of opened up this can of worms, where these IRL streamers think they can go to these foreign lands and kind of just treat people however they want, while also breaking their laws and completely disrespecting their culture. And while it is nice to see some good old-fashioned civilian justice from time to time, seeing them face actual legal consequences in the country where they're actually harassing people is likely what it will take to detour more of these idiots from replicating this type of behavior. And so when this all went down, pretty much everyone online kind of unanimously agreed that Vitaly was a douchebag, but of course you had that fool Myron from Fresh and Fit standing up for him. He says, wow, what the fuck? Vitaly is a good guy. It bothers me to see this happen to him after he made such a huge change for the better in his life. He stopped drinking, drugs, was catching really bad PDFs, and was growing fast on Kick. Then he was creating problems in the Philippines by being a nuisance streamer like Johnny Somali. And here's the kicker, because you know these guys can never take accountability. He says, I don't know whose idea this was at Kick. This was an awful move to put one of their top streamers in serious trouble. As if Vitaly is not a grown man who's almost 40 years old, running around himself making these idiotic decisions. But no, let's blame some random people at Kick, like if they went into his mind and controlled his fucking body. This press conference proves it's obvious the Philippines is going to try to make an example of Vitaly, which is great. I hope Vitaly gets out and makes a U-turn in his content. He is talented and does not need to make problematic content like this to get views. And honestly, guys, I had no problem with the vigilante justice that he was bringing in America against the PDFs. But at some point it almost seemed like it was more for the content and more for the got you moments than for these various people to actually be charged with a criminal offense. And so to me it kind of defeats the purpose of the positive action. Like this is another
so what's
great
the word
example
Vitaly?
of that.
Like,
this guy says,
so what's the word Vitaly? Like, what happened to him? Like, what's happened to him, boy? Like, what's happening to folks, bruh? Like, damn.
It's wild how all the media in the Philippines is highlighting the mistakes Vitaly made. My guy, it wasn't a mistake. It was straight up harassment. It was him straight up going out and being an absolute clown, but ignoring everything good he did while he was there. Nobody's perfect. Give the man some credit. He buys this little girl some shoes.
KW.
He then goes and buys these two kids some cell phones.
She has a phone? No. So we'll buy 2 phones for them regular, yeah? So you can communicate.
Yes.
And then of course he just does the classic where he straight up hands out money to random people. I feel like oftentimes a lot of these guys who go around giving out money or buying things for people on camera, you know, off of the content, basically it seems like they feel like that's just going to exonerate them from all their other bad behavior. To me, it just kind of puts a blemish on everything positive that you're doing. But either way, we're going to have to see what happens with Vitaly. I don't know, this guy just has something very twisted in his head. Honestly, they shouldn't have let him come back after what he did to that woman. And at this point, to me, he's much worse than someone like Koolazyy,
sore after yesterday's runs,
has had his fair share of idiotic moments, his fair share of blunders. But yeah, with a lot of these guys, it's just like, dude, you're getting pretty old. I think it's time to get off the internet, or at least time to stop with these antics.
Because I didn't get no win,
either way, y'all let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think that they're going to detain Vitaly over there for quite some time? Do you think he'll end up being kind of scot-free of all of this? I want to know in the comments. But as always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys...
Dang, I'm gonna let you finish your thing off, man.
Guys, know it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other idiotic streamers out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Let you finish your outro, bruh. I gotta let him finish out his outro, bro. My most viewed video is me reacting to a video that he made, bruh. I gotta let you get your outro, Jamari. I have to. It's only right if a human being does that. Thanks for the kind words. The locals have been showing some love. I confront him again a million times if I needed to. Oh, Superman in this bitch. He's like one of those guys who peaked in high school and never stopped talking about how his life was. Y'all ain't gonna lie, bruh. I like reading comments just to bake niggas sometimes. They Sir Marshall with the A Boogie profile picture. Sophomore highlights. Let's see what he's talking about, because this is sophomore highlights. So. Yeah, I didn't even want to watch that shit, to be honest. Okay.